Alright, today gonna do a pretty quick video, hopefully, on a Blackcat JB-12, which is this one on the right, and this one on the left is actually a JB-150. Blackcat Wawasi, made the Wawasi made the Blackcats, and as you can tell, that they used the identical cases for the 150 on the left and the 12 on the right. On the outside, without peeking inside, you cannot tell them apart. They use identical cases. Sometimes they use different switches and different meters, whatever they could find. Blackcat was like a scavenger. If they could find parts cheap, they would use it in it. You can see the different style of lights on them, but whatever parts they could find cheap that would work, they put in there. But they always use the same cases on the 150s and the 12. So on the outside, physically, you cannot tell them apart. You need to take the cover off the top to be able to identify them. And both of these are older with the keying tube. That smaller tube there, the 6AQ5 on both of them, is a keying circuit tube. All that tube does is key up the relay. These older amps, before transistors took over and ruled the world, they use tubes for everything, and this amp uses a tube instead of a transistor keying circuit in it. The later or newer versions of these got rid of the keying tube and use a transistor circuit, and they put it on the inside. So if you see amps with one tube instead of two, like these, it's the same amp, it's just a newer version with a transistorized keying circuit. You just actually see more of the one tube versions than the two tube versions here. But anyway, the 150 has a big tube. It's a 8417 or a 7581 tube. It's what they use in them. That's in the 6L6 audio tube family. They use high-powered versions of the 6L6, which is the 8417 and the 7581. In their Blackcat JB-76, which is a two-tube version of this, 200 watt, they also used either two 8417s or 7581s. The smaller JB-12, which is this one, I guess I can't see the tube markings on it, but it used a 6BQ5 tube for the power tube. I think also a 7189, if the memory is right. Getting old, can't remember nothing anymore. But anyway, I think the 7189 was the high-powered version of the 6BQ5 tube. So you can see by the tube that the 150 has the big fat 6L6 family 8417 tube, and the JB-12 has the little skinny 6BQ5 power tube. Also, if you look at the transformer, it's near the same, but the 150 is a lot more meaty than the JB-12 is. If I had them side by side, you could see it a little bit earlier, but I think you can see it from there that the 150 on the left has a lot more meat on the transformer, and hence it put out more amps, more power, about the same voltage, but a little bit more power than the JB-12 will. Also on this one, I got the power off. Yep, got the screws out. I just wanted to show the insides of this JB-12 here. It's pretty crowded under there with all the parts and caps and power supply stuff under there. But anyway, that's what it looks like. You got your Pi output, power supply cabs, tune input, and Blackcat used the input tuning different than other amplifiers builders. For Blackcat, you take that knob in the back, the tuner in the back, and you tune the dead key. On a JB-12, I think you want to go 10 watts or under. A JB-150, you want to go 20 watts or under, and a JB-76 or JB-200, which I don't have pictured right now, you want a dead key 40 watts or under. So you key up your radio and throw a dead key, and you tune that tuner there for the correct amount of watts or lower. You don't want to go higher, which a lot of people do, because they'll do it for a while, but as you can see, these little transformers here aren't going to take a beating, and sooner or later you're going to blow the transformer. So we're going to turn it on and let it warm up for a few seconds, and then we're going to key her down right quick. And then you're going to plug in my camera. I'm running out of juice. Come on. Yep, so it don't stop me in the middle of the vid, hopefully. And with it warming up, that light works. It's just I got a lot of bright lights in this room, so it's hard to see it. So I got it on standby, and let's put it on the 20-watt scale and show what the radio it's doing going into it. All on a dummy load, no fake watts. Just this stock Motorola 555 radio. I like it because of the noise filter in it, not because it talks a lot. So 20-watt scale at the bottom. Dead key in a little over 3. Audio, audio, audio. Talking about 5. And whistling about 7. So that's all the watts I'm putting into this guy. And we're going to turn it on. Should be nice and warm. So we're dead keying about 7. And we're on average or RMS right now. And as you can see, just a little bit of talking, it was about to pin that scale. So let's put it over the 200-watt scale now, the middle scale. And still keying under 10. Audio, audio, audio. Talking about 35. Hello, hello, hello. Audio. A little under 35. Remember, that's average. And last, we're going to put it on peak. Right quick. Hello, hello. Audio. 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 About 65 watts peak. Whistling a little over 60. Talking about 65. And that's what they do. That's a good working, not the best looking, you know, especially with the rust on the transformer, but put the covers on it and it's decent. And as you can see, a good working JB-12. Alright, that's it for this one. Bye.